Alright, we're looking now at number 29. We got K2O plus MgBr2. And we know that, well, we can just go ahead and draw these out. We'll have K2O is going to look like two Ks and an O. And we've got MgBr2, which looks like Mg and two Brs. And what I'm going to do is figure out what the charges are on each of these and then figure out what goes on the other side here. Now we know that oxygen is in group 6, so it'll have a -2 charge. That means that the potassiums will each have a +1 charge. And again, we know this because the group 1 is always plus as well. Over here we've got Br, we've got negative, and we know magnesium is 2+. So we'll just take one of everything over to the other side here. Mg2+, Br-, K+, and O2-. Now we know that the K will join with the Br, we know that the Mg will join with the O, and what we'll have is K+ and Br-, and we'll have Mg2+ and O2-. And again, we just wanted to take one of each thing over to the other side here. So figuring out how this all goes together, K+ and Br- will form KBr, and Mg2+ and O2- will form MgO. Looking at the solubility chart, you'll see that MgO is a solid, and looking back over here, that would we would now figure out how to balance this out. This would be K2, 2 Ks, put a 2 in front of here. That balances out the Brs. We've got 2 Brs here, 2 Brs here. We've got 1 Mg, 1 Mg, 1 O, 1 O. So everything's balanced out for that. Alright, so this is for part A. Now we're going to look at part B. Now to do that, I'm going to split the compounds into their ions. So we've got 2 Ks and an O. We'll have Mg, we'll have 2 Brs. And over here we'll have KBr and KBrs, 2 of those. And we'll have the MgO solid, which won't split into ions because it's a solid. So looking at the charges, we can just grab them from up here. We've got plus, plus, -2, +2, -1, -1, plus, plus, negative, negative and negative. Again, we get the charges from up here where we found them earlier. Alright, so now writing all this out, I'm going to have 2 K+, and I'll have an O2-, have Mg2+, and 2 Br-. We'll have 2 K+, plus 2 Br-, and we'll have MgO solid. Alright, so that's for part B, and that's the full Ionic equation right there. Alright, now we're going to just go ahead and copy that for part C and figure out the net. And we'll cross out anything that's exactly the same on both sides. We'll just be left with whatever forms the solid. So you've got the 2 K+, and 2 K+, they cancel. We've got the 2 Br- and the 2 Br-, they cancel. And what we're left with is O2- plus Mg2+ gives MgO solid, and that would be the net ionic equation. Remember, this could be written either way, Mg2+ plus O2- or O2- plus Mg2+. Gives MgO solid, and that one's it for number 29.